Imagine walking through airport security in 2025, thinking you've packed everything perfectly, only to hear those dreaded words, "Sir, we'll have to confiscate this item." Suddenly, something as ordinary as your power bank, your protein powder, or even your favorite curling iron is being taken away permanently. Each year, the TSA takes millions of things away from travelers, a few of them potentially harmful, but most of them decidedly mundane. Just last year, according to recent reports, passengers were surprised to find that the item they had no idea was prohibited actually was on the list. As we head into 2025, the Transportation Security Administration has changed its enforcement regulations, and that leaves more everyday things in jeopardy. The problem: most travelers don't read the fine print. They assume if it fits in their bag, it's allowed. But TSA officers are trained to spot potential risks, and those risks often include things you'd never expect, from everyday powders to lithium batteries, personal care tools, and even certain reusable bottles. Flying is stressful enough: long lines, flight delays, security checks, without the additional stress of losing your belongings at the checkpoint. And unlike lost items, when TSA takes something, it is gone. You can't recover it, even if it was brand new, expensive, or sentimental. With close to 3 million visitors going through U.S. airports on a daily basis, confiscations pile up. What is more astounding, though, is that an enormous percentage of these items are things you more than likely have in your possession, and maybe even contemplate bringing with you on your next adventure. That is why reading this guide is indispensable. Over the course of this breakdown, we'll go deep into the categories of everyday items that TSA will be cracking down on in 2025. We'll cover why lithium batteries and power banks are such a big deal, why powders and health products are under new scrutiny, how personal grooming tools like curling irons and sprays are being targeted, and the everyday accessories, from water bottles to multi-tools, that could get flagged. By the end, you'll know exactly what to leave at home, what to pack carefully, and how to avoid being the frustrated traveler at security, watching your things disappear into a TSA bin. To truly know what the TSA is accomplishing in 2025, and why these seemingly innocuous objects find their way to the confiscation bin, we must take a step back and consider the larger perspective. Airport security is not so much about convenience or getting the lines moving, it is actually about managing risk. All the rules, all the limitations, all the shocking confiscations boil down to this simple aim: avoiding accidents in the air before they occur. The contemporary TSA was established in response to the 9/11 attacks. Previously, airport security was outsourced to private contractors, with each airport having haphazard regulations. After 2001, the U.S. government consolidated the process and constructed an agency that had one mission: preventing weapons, explosives, and other threats from ever reaching the jet. The list of items banned since then has changed daily, where it began in explicit prohibitions: guns, knives, explosives. It soon broadened to common items once the authorities learned that even normal things could be misused. Powders started running up against restrictions after chemicals such as fentanyl and chemical weapons caused concern regarding camouflage. That is, today's regulations are a reaction to the threats of yesterday, and 2025 is merely the next installment in that development. Confiscations occur for 4 reasons. Firstly, fire danger. Smoking batteries, burst aerosols, or pressurized cartridges are disastrous in flight. Secondly, concealment danger. Hidden compartments or powders might conceal drugs or explosives. Thirdly, weaponization risk. Scissors, razors, or sharp objects can be used as weapons. Lastly, standardization. Rules must hold true for everyone among millions of passengers, not leaving loopholes. And why the crackdown in 2025? 3 reasons. New technology means contemporary scanners find more suspicious items with accuracy. Fire, accident, and smuggling attempts keep appearing in incident data, urging new policies, and the world security environment, defined by tensions and threats, drives authorities to preventive safety. From the visitor's point of view, this seems extreme, but TSA regulations are prepared for the worst. Even if 99 out of 100 travelers are innocent, the one exception is the reason for zero tolerance. Now on to the most challenging piece of all: foreign customs. Passing through TSA is only half the battle. When you arrive, you are playing by a whole different set of rules, and "I didn't know" is never an excuse. The way to guard yourself is with what I refer to as the documentation trinity. That is 3 papers you should always carry with you for each prescription drug when traveling overseas. Number 1. Original labeled containers. No organizers. The real bottle confirms exactly what the medicine is, and that it has been prescribed for you. Number 2. Copies of your prescriptions. Get paper copies of each medicine you take from your doctor or pharmacy. It is an added level of evidence. Number 3. A signed and dated doctor's letter. This is your secret weapon, especially if you're carrying a controlled substance or a large supply. The letter should be on official letterhead and include your full name and date of birth, the brand and generic names of the medication, the medical condition being treated, your dosage, the total amount you're carrying, plus your doctor's contact information and signature. For bonus points, have the letter translated into the language of the country you're visiting. High risk, in this context, refers to controlled drugs. These are ADHD prescriptions, such as Adderall or Ritalin, anti-anxiety medications, such as Xanax or Valium, prescription painkillers, and sleep medications. If you are taking any of these, you cannot afford not to do your homework. Some nations offer a special permit that you need to apply for in advance. Others restrict you to 30 days' worth. And some nations outright prohibit them. Don't take any chances. Call the embassy or consulate of each country you'll be visiting, and even those you'll be flying through on layovers. The International Narcotics Control Board has a database of laws, which is a great place to start, but always verify with the embassy directly. Rules are subject to change, and the last place you want to find that out is at customs. After you've done your research and collected your documents, it is time to pack intelligently. Make a specific medical kit, pack everything in a clear bag, and put all of your medicines, liquids, prescriptions, and doctor's letters inside. When you go through security, you can simply take out this one organized kit and put it in one bin by itself. It makes screening easy and hassle-free before you depart. Take a last check. Do you have enough pills to last through your whole trip, plus at least a week in reserve, just in case flights are delayed? If you can answer yes confidently, you are good to go. There are delays and cancellations, and that is why a buffer stock of medication is totally necessary. It is virtually impossible to get a U.S. prescription filled outside the country, so never get yourself into that situation. Here is another clever move. Make physical as well as digital copies of your papers. Have the paper copies safely stored in your first aid kit. Next, photograph everything. Prescriptions, physician letters, labels, and store them both on a secure cloud storage site like Google Drive, as well as right on your phone. If your bag disappears, those digital copies can actually rescue your trip. So let's put an end to that heart-pounding stress in the security line. The fear of losing essential medication doesn't have to be part of your travel experience. When you're prepared, you're in control. Here's a quick recap of the core principles for 2025. The golden rule: always keep your medications in your personal bag. Pills: use original labeled bottles, especially for international flights. Liquids: medically required. Liquids are excluded from the 3.4-ounce standard, but only if you declare them. International travel: study your destination country's laws, and always travel with the appropriate documents. Traveling with medical requirements need not cause anxiety. With a little foresight, you can approach the airport unflappable and confident that your health is safeguarded. That way, you can concentrate on what matters most: the adventure ahead. If this guide helped you, hit the like button to let me know, and don't forget to subscribe for more essential travel tips for 2025. And when you're ready for the next step, check out the video on your screen right now for even more strategies to master airport security. Travel safe and travel smart.